have many spirits. We have spirit of God. We have spirit of witchcraft. We have the spirit of marine and many others. But based on this theme, we are specifically talking about the Spirit of God. A woman filled with the Spirit of God. A man filled with the Spirit of God. Because if a Spirit of God filled woman living with a witchcraft man can never have rest. A Spirit of God filled man living with a marine possessed woman can never have rest. Marriage is a sacrifice. Marriage simply means give away. You give out your joy, your comfort, your pride, your right just for another person to be. That is marriage. And as a man or woman, if you cannot give out just for that person you are living with, a better home will be hard to achieve. Marriage is a sacrifice. Marriage is not a vacation, rather is a vocation that needed devotion, dedication, and determination for success. Marriage is not magically structured, rather it is manually formed before you can achieve a reasonable result. And there is one thing I want you to register in your mind today. Any human being you get in your life as a spouse, whether a man or woman, every human being has an issue. It could be an issue of psychological immaturity, the way the person reasons. It may be emotional insecurity. It could be spiritual imbalance. It's an issue. And it takes only the Spirit of God for one to sort out the issue. You can never sort out the issue of your spouse without the Spirit of God. Ephesians chapter 5 verse 21. The Bible says, submitting yourself one to another in the fear of God. When we want to talk about this place, we only pick verse 22. But the point started from verse 21. Submitting to one another. That one another is husband to wife, wife to husband. There are things wife will tolerate from the husband. There are things the husband will tolerate from the wife for the family to be. Then coming now to verse 22, it now specifically say, wife submits to your husband as the church to Christ. But that verse 22 is for everybody. That you must give out something for that woman you are marrying as a man. You must give out something for that man you are marrying as your husband. Submitting to one another in the fear of God. That is the condition. Not in your proud expression. Not in your arrogant disposition. But in the fear of God. So it takes only the Spirit of God for a good home to be made. It takes only the Spirit of God for one to do the right thing at the right time. It takes only the Spirit of God for you to stand the chance of completion. It takes only the Spirit of God for you to fill the gap, the expected gap in that very home you want to build or you are building. Every home has a gap. There are gaps husband will fill. There are gaps wife will fill. And it takes only the Spirit of God for you to fill the gap. And now listen. Women are made helpmates according to the scripture. A Spirit-filled woman that actually know her natural obligation, what you are married to do. A true helpmate joins the man, assists the man, helps the man when out and when in. A Spirit-filled woman planned for her home. Family planning, when you plan for spacing of children, still plan how never to be a trouble to your husband. Plan how to be a real helpmate to your husband. Plan how to never be a liability to your husband. Also plan that business you start, that work you are doing. Plan how to marry it together, how to combine them together. That business with your husband, with your children, so that you can have the wisdom how to share your time and take care of all. Because if you give more attention to one and leave others, they will become undone. And when they become undone, you will be a failure as a woman. Because sometimes it becomes bitter. Sometimes it becomes painful. That's why I tell you, it takes only the Spirit of God for you to make it as a woman, for you to fill the expected gap needed from you. Spirit of God, wisdom from God is what will guide you. And if you can have that attitude, that quality, it will attract more love towards you from the man. So by nature, man seniors woman. So in order not to humiliate him among others, don't add load on him. Don't add stress on him. Don't add problem on him. Don't add pain on him. A spirit-filled woman always engage in incessant prayer, because he that is above watches all, both the secret and the open ones. So I want you to serve God with all your heart. Serve him. Do all that you can do to please him. He will never disappoint you.